Karen from 50's The New 50 blog, and I'm going to try to do a tutorial this morning working on some of the issues that so many of us have, and that is our under eye issues. So as you guys can tell, I have pretty good indentations under my eyes and some little bit of darkness, some discoloration. So I am going to experiment, take you along with me, and see what we can come up with to fix that. All right, so the first issue I'm going to deal with this morning is the discoloration underneath my eye line, right here underneath my eyelashes, on my eyelids, and then also some of my other sunspots and darker spots. So I'm going to grab this color here. Now this is almost an orangey color, right? I mean, it looks pretty dark, but it will help cover a lot of this, these sunspots. Can you see how that just kind of picked that up? Let me move over here, and then we'll blend all that in later. But if you actually use a shade darker or as dark as your discoloration, or a contrasting shade, so like for me, if this is kind of like this bluish brown undertone, then I'm going to use more of a concealer, or in my case here, a cream foundation, or highlight as I call it, to help kind of color correct that. So see already how that's just kind of neutralized my under eye and my eyelids and that little spot there. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just pick up a little bit more of that main color and just apply it pretty much everywhere I would put my normal foundation, but instead of applying liquids or powders, I'm actually using more of a cream based. All right, so now the next thing I'm going to do is actually work on the indentation here, this line right here. See how that kind of goes in a bit? So I'm actually going to use a lighter highlight or foundation shade. Again, I call them highlights, but this color here, and I'm going to use a flat ended brush. This is one that I have, and I'm going to dab that in just a bit to that cream that's about that color there. Now I'm going to just tap it right along the indentation. I'm not going underneath my eye where I just color corrected and tried to conceal the darkness. I'm trying now to pull forward that indentation so that you don't notice the puffy under eye and then the deep indentation that's so severe. On a lot of us, we get that. So I also have, can you see that other one as I tip? See this one that goes right along here? So same kind of thing. I'm just going to put it right, pulling forward. So highlighting or adding a brightening accent pulls forward, right? Okay, light pulls forward, and the dark or contouring is going to push back. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to leave that on there for right now, and then I'm going to go in and I'm going to contour. So look at I mean, that's how much stark can that be? Highlight, pull forward, contrast or contour, push back or add a shadow. So this is my contour, and this is also a cream. So these creams, 3D foundations that are cream, are just amazing. I'm going to put some up here on my forehead. Okay, so why am I doing that? Well, I want to add a shadow. I want to push that part of my face back, and it's going to just help define the center of my face because I have the contrast of the shadow up above, up along my hairline. Already I've added a contrast or pulled forward the center of my face just by having this shadow up here. It also, if you need to, you can bring it down further, and it could also narrow your face a little bit and give that definition. Then I'm going to put on my cheekbones. I'm going to start out here and just add some contour right underneath my cheekbones, again adding just a shadow underneath so that that's going to pull those forward. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit underneath my chin and down my neck to add some definition and to kind of camouflage some of my especially right here underneath my chin. That'll add a shadow, kind of helps camouflage my double chin, as they say, and then this just helps to separate my jaw and really make my face pop. So can you see the difference? So we've got the contrast contour up here, darker shadows pulling pushing under so that this part pulls forward. And same here, adding a shadow to define this. So now we're going to go ahead. Now to blend in this area here, I want to use a nice smaller brush. This is the brush I had used to apply my main foundation. I can even use that to soften up my contour a little bit, but I'm going to use this end here, and I just want to come in and I'm just going to lightly, I'm pouncing, I'm not moving that into any other areas. I want it to stay within that line. Can you see that? So look at how that pulled forward, that indentation there. Again, I want to keep it in there. And so I'm just pouncing, pulling some of that. It can kind of come out here above my cheekbone. That's fine. But I don't want it underneath my eye where I had just worked to push back those under eye. All right, I'm going to do just a little bit more blending with that brush, just kind of soften up where that contour line was, right in here. So I'm just going to add, these are also cream. Love that all of this product is cream based, and it's been so great for my mature skin to use cream. So this here is, let me put this on, this color is a really pretty color, kind of almost a peachy. I'm going to put that right along here. You know, you can always message me if you want to know more about my makeup and what I'm using. Please just drop me a message. Love that. And I'm just then taking and just softly blending that right above the contour. And I can even use a little bit of this color on my lips because it's cream. Easy. All in here, which I just love. Love, love, love. Okay, I think that worked. Good experiment. I think I'm going to keep working on that. But I think I like the under eye. And then these lines, I think I've kind of helped smooth them out a bit. Obviously they're still there, you know, if I do that, and I smile. But, you know, I think that that really does help a little bit to push those back and to kind of pull those lines out so that they're not so deep. Thanks for watching, you guys.